Hello there and welcome back to Scandinavia. As you can see, we're a little bit off here, and the reason for that is fairly simple. My recording software actually, crashed. It seems like every time, if they release a project update while I'm actually recording, it causes the program itself to crash, and as a result, they did that just now. I lost about 5 minutes worth of recording, but it wasn't really much. What we did last time, as you know, was, fight a civil war, and guess what? I'm back in one, but this one is considerably smaller. I've taken the use of my Levi's from the get-go, and right now we are, winning comfortably. This is the biggest army they're running around. We have some issues here with other people, interfering, trying to snatch provinces during the Civil War. I don't like that, but not too much I can do about it. We also still have a war with the Byzantines going on, due to the fact that the Civil War started, virtually as soon as that other war was, done. So it put me in an awkward situation if you consider that, but we have at least one war here for Tripoli, which I handed to a kid. But with that said, the only other thing that I really have done is gone one up a military organization, which should allow me to have a slightly bigger retinue as soon as this war is over. So that could actually be interesting to see. I also want to try and enforce demands in this war because, I'm lacking cash, and if I want to expand my retinue, I'm going to need more cash. So, for those of you who actually believe you missed something, not really. I've been fighting the Civil War again. I believe it started actually 2 years ago. Yeah, it started 2 years ago, so it's just been a little bit back and forth. Not really that interesting. But the war with the Byzantines will most likely end now too, so it's nothing to worry about on that front. And also, I think I should be able here to enforce demands pretty soon. They are at 2+, so all that remains is just a few more sieges, and then we have them on the ropes. So I'm just going to try and pull that off, and if I can, or once I do, I'll get back to you, and hopefully here we can make a deal that is good for us. I do apologize the problem here with recording software. I'll try to time it better. What the hell? But yeah, I'll try to. No, I can't actually promise that. Hopefully it won't happen again, but. Once again, no promises there. We have a fairly big army here that I want to slaughter, and once we actually slaughter that army, I'm pretty sure that we won this civil war. But yeah, nothing much else to say here. We get Raskia without any problemos at all, and it seems like the army there was hired and then quickly put down, which is unfortunate, but not really much we can do about that. Are you feeling in the enforced demands mood? No, it's just a flesh one. They've actually gone a little bit more uppity, probably from that little army of theirs, but as I said, I'm pretty sure we'll win this. We'll simply have to wait a little bit longer, then victory should be in hand. We'll see how it goes. I would say victory is close here. We're at 92%, so we still won't actually accept the enforcing of demands, but as you can see, we have actually conquered or sieged almost everything too. These guys are about to get some sieges done. I'm pretty sure we are getting what we're after here without, I don't really have any doubts on that, so that is fine. We also sieged Reims here, just to make sure that it's actually kept by us. And once I've destroyed this, 1,000-man army up here, I'm pretty sure that spells the end of this one. I can't really see it going on for too much longer. But yeah, we'll keep on fighting, and hopefully crush them very soon. That's the plan. Let's see if I can fulfill the plan. There we go, we have 100% war score, and with that we can now enforce demand, and suddenly I have a ton of money in my dungeon. A ton of Jarls, a ton of Counts, not a ton. Yeah, not a ton, not a... I'm no idea even what I said first there, but doesn't matter, I'm getting better at it, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to mostly just get cash for these guys, or cash them out, those who can't afford freedom. We'll simply have to sit there and rot until they can. And with that said, I'm going to use this money to, improve my retinue here. So that is my plan. How it will work out, I have no idea. But we'll simply have to wait and see. If I can just, we'll probably fight a lot more wars now in the Byzantine area. Probably against Lucen and probably even the kids too, but first business, dismiss all the Levi's and build a retinue here. I have no idea if I actually have enough cash to do this, because we're going to get a ton more. 20, that's 10,000 more men for my retinues here. And we're going to join them up here with the other army. That means we have 16,000, or yeah, 116, 16 and a half, and 17,000 will be the complete score then, I believe. Unless these guys are, yeah, they're actually full health, so I'm pretty sure we've lost, yeah, we've lost a couple of retinues that needs to be fixed here. But I think I'll just take one from here. And, well, make sure that both of them are 16,000 more or less. But yeah, we're also going to find a lot more in this area, so I'm just moving one army over there. We're going to use the other one in this area to take out, well, Hungary for starters. And we're just going to keep on conquest until I can actually usurp the Byzantine Empire. We are 71% now, so we are getting closer, but it's going very slow. We'll probably go for Holy War for Athens or something like that. No, probably Trebizond, whatever gives us the most provinces. And hopefully we can also force a civil war. That is at least what I'm hoping for, but I wouldn't really count on that. We'll at least fight for Hungary now first. We'll join up the two armies here. We'll probably use this as a raiding army, because I'm really out of cash now. I can probably create another... Yeah, I can create another one of these, I think. No, I actually can't. But yeah, the prisoners here are really going to be paying for my retinues. So, I'll be fighting the war for Hungary. And then we'll see if we find Lucen first, so if we go after Norman Kid, or if we go after the Small Lords first. We'll wait and see. So, my coffers have now been filled, which is great. We got about 800 gold from, well, our prisoners, so the war was kind of worth it, although I would have gotten more from raiding, so it's horrible, really. We're going to go for Holy War for the Aegean Islands, and I believe that's actually 3 provinces, so it's not terrible. And also it's in the center, so it makes the map a little bit more prettier by going after it. Another reason why I'm going after this rather than anything else is also the fact that since it's more or less in the center, I'm less, well, likely to run into horse riders that, well, at least fight horse riders. When it's not on my own terms, which is kind of, or would have been troublesome. But I'm pretty sure I can actually pull it off now, and we're just going for quick sieges here. We want to end it quickly. I don't really care too much about how many men I lose. I have the money right now. It doesn't matter. I can use the third army to raid should I end up with losses here. So it's not like it's really horrible. It will work out. I'll simply do quick raids here, and that should actually allow me to win this war. Let me put it this way: if the horse riders should join, this should allow me to win the war before they actually do and potentially become a problem, which of course is a very positive. It's a very positive thing. Where the hell have you guys risen up in Sicily? Of course, that means I have to get my navy out, but it doesn't matter. We are going to get these 3 provinces, which are going to get us a little bit closer. Then we're going to actually declare a direct war on Lucerne, and I'm going to use the army that I sent to Sicily. I'm going to send that into Lucerne lands, or basically southern Hispania, and that should probably be enough to win the war. I can't really imagine that they have enough land to raise up too big an army, so I'm pretty confident at least in that aspect. So with that said, let's just get our navy here, or the necessary fleet up. And I think I'm going to pick up these guys. We're going to send these guys over here, and we're going to go after, as I said, the smaller lords, and hopefully we'll make something work there. And as you see here, the Seljuks actually joined in. So when I go for holy wars against Nora Kid, I have to end it quickly, because if I do not, I'm going to get trashed by their horse archers. My hope here is that those horse archers will be killed off before I have to face them again, so I'm definitely going to do my best to just stay out of their way. But as you can see here, the Holy War has already been won. We didn't face any horse archers, we didn't actually fight any battles at all. Well, we fought 300 men versus 16,000. I wouldn't call that fair. So, I'm going to hand out the lands, probably to children. Children can't actually join any factions, so it's to some degree a safe way. Of course, you could potentially screw yourself or shoot yourself in the foot here. Well, great, I'll give him the temple and guess upgrade a kind of interesting scenario here. Did I get far more land than I bargained for? No, I just handed it out in a really goofy way. That's it really. But yeah, we're going to create an archbishopric or something like that. No idea what it's actually called here. I actually got 4 provinces. Well, I can't complain about that. It brings me closer to usurping this title. Who the hell are you with now? Sicilian Holy Wolf Calabria. Well, I can get behind that. Let me just say that. So, Lucen is next here. We're going to declare a conquest, I think. Can I declare a conquest for Monemvasia? Let's see here. If I'm blind and passes it, don't chew me out. But yeah, we're going to go for just a simple conquest here. And I'm going to use this army to siege it. So, this should be... No, it shouldn't be interesting. I'll just take this, and once I'm done with that war, we'll see what we'll go after next. But as I think here, we'll go after these guys. We might actually potentially try to get this guy killed by assassination, but I don't really want to risk it. We'll see. Well, I believe this is actually my first Viking. True Viking. The pillaging and looting undertaking your name has earned your reputation as a fearsome Viking raider. All along the coast of Europe, mothers sucking their children in for the night, warn that unless they behave, the terrible Emond, scourge of the seas, will come ashore with his undead warriors and eat them. I like the sound of that, so I get a point of martial, which is, well, needed. Let's just be perfectly honest about that. And other than that, we are just going to, well, continue raiding, continue pillaging, and also deal with pests, more or less. We have a ton of these guys. And I'm still just going to try and execute them because they take up space, and that is my biggest issue with them. I've declared a Holy Wolf Tripoli, and that is one of the smaller rulers here. The Norman kids have decided that they want to be a part of this war. I'm pretty sure this war will end before I face them. I don't think the Seljuks are a part. Are they a part? No, they're not a part. At least as far as I can tell from the glowy lines. I can probably trash some of their armies here in an attempt to, well, spur a revolt. And I'm probably actually going to do that. Just try and, as I said, spur a revolt and hopefully get something out of it through that. But we'll simply have to wait and see how it goes. I'm going to just murder their armies and we'll see if it helps or not. So as you can see, we fought we had 4,000 men advantage. We lost 700. They lost 6,700, so just going to go ahead here and try and destroy that army, and it should actually be enough to get the victory here. But also such a, well, I really want to take out the retinue and nothing more, because if I can take out the retinue, then they'll basically have the same situation on their hands that I had. Apparently here I've gotten Craven, so I got Viking. I'm the Craven Viking. That's hilarious, but... yeah, as I said, it shouldn't actually be a problem. I'll just use this army to deal with the rebels. Might actually do some sieges up here, just to try and cause some trouble. I think I want to kill her. And the reason is the heir is... yeah. Then I might actually inherit some land, so we're going to kill her. Sorry, dear. Right now you're more valuable to us dead. So we're going to pull that off, and then we're going to try and kill the husband too. The roads just aren't safe anymore. But yeah, as you can imagine here, we are going to just destroy this army, and then we're going to take the peace deal, more or less. Noblesse distinguished himself in battle, so I get a good general, which is fair. So far, however, in the kids department, I have one son and a daughter, and neither of them have any really good traits, which is, well, not the best. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten any more, but hopefully I will get in the future. So I'm just going to continue with some smaller wars in this area. I should probably try and fight a little bit more north. But let's face it, inside the Byzantine area, there aren't actually anyone that I do not have a truce with. I kind of have to rely on my vassals for this one. So hopefully they can pull something off. We'll see. So we murder her, and why didn't you inherit any land here? Oh. It went to the wrong fellow, which is, well, not good, but... well, nothing to do about that right now. We'll simply have to live with it. But we'll continue the raiding. And as you can see, I also declared a Holy Wolf for Syria for these 3 provinces. I think I'll actually also go on for these, or this one, if I can afterwards. Of course, it's kind of a risky thing to do, because worst case scenario here, I get declared won by the Seljuks. But I think I'm safe. I'm a little bit unsure, but once again, I think I'm safe. We'll move on the other army down here as well, though, just to be on the extra safe side. Why would I? You were the one bastard who rose up against me. Why the hell do I have to pay piety to murder you? But yeah, I'm going to finish this war, and I think then we're going to call it the end of the episode. We'll see. Well, we just won the war, and as you can see, I almost got my arse in trouble. And the reason for that is simple. These are horse archers, 20,000 of them. They would have murdered my arse. Let's just say that. And well, I'm not a fan of that at all. I'm going to hand this out to kids who doesn't actually have anything better to be given here. And the reason is simple: they can't rise. In case I should die without not wanting to, they can't rise up in a revolt against me, and that is kind of the key reason as to why I'm not doing anything. We're also not going actually to touch these two provinces, not for the time being. They are part of another duchy entirely, the Baghdad and the Mosul duchies, which they aren't important to us at all. Armenia, Trebizond, Khatid are far more important right now, so we're not going to touch them. I'm going to keep an eye on the Mr. Blind here. Hopefully I can actually get him murdered some way or another. Assassination, doesn't bode well for my own health, so I'll not be doing that. But what we'll be doing here is probably another war against this guy, conquest of Acre, and we're going to do a conquest of Jerusalem on this guy. But we're going to do that next time. So we are getting closer, but it's slowly, we're inching towards our goal here. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like really, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.